I'll do my best to not run off on some kind of tangent about photography and try to stay concise. I wanted to just take a second and talk to you about my favorite strobe to work with, my favorite light that I like to take on location with me. This particular light is right over here over my shoulder, and it's incredibly small. The amount of technology that they have in these things is just incredible, and it just keeps getting better and better every single year. Now, the reason I prefer using these on jobs is because of, number one, the size. A studio strobe is probably about 2 or 3 times larger than this. Now, for me, traveling around everywhere or going and shooting at someone's location, they're typically pretty tight. So if I have all of this massive equipment that I'm taking with me, then I'm going to be spending more time trying to get things to fit and being far more frustrated. What I will say about these lights is that whenever you need brute strength, overpowering the sun, this is not your guy. This is more for finesse. And for me, that's kind of what I prefer whenever I go out on location. I want to have a light that will help me complement maybe the existing light that's there, but also if it's like just completely gross, turn everything off, and then I can hide these things around everything. So there's still a whole lot of power in this. I would take 3 or 4 of these over a studio light on location any day, just because I like the benefit and advantages that this offers over the studio strobe. One of those advantages being how portable they are. Now, with technology these days and battery operated studio strobes, it's like they're kind of narrowing the gap, making hybrids of these guys, but I'm still a fan of using these speed lights, only because you can literally tuck them away just about anywhere. Also, if you've tried to color correct a studio strobe out on location, then you know, like the gels are just massive, you know, 12 by 12s or 20 by 20s, and then you have to like gaff tape it or find a way to clip it inside of the softbox or on the reflector, whereas these, literally a gel is about this size, and over the front of that thing, and then now we've color corrected for whatever environment we're shooting in. If we want to get fancy with using flicks of color in the background or matching fluorescent overheads or tungsten lights, these little gels are just perfect to slip on there. Now, whether you choose to rubber band those on or you choose to use some sort of Velcro system, or, you know, with me, they have a cap. Canon makes a cap that just goes over the front of this, and it like just secures it in. So it's incredibly convenient. So there are pros and cons to everything. You have to find what works for you. But for me, these small speed lights are exactly where it's at. So I hope you find that helpful. If this kind of like brings up any kind of questions that you might have, feel free to post them up, and I'll get to those as quickly as I can.